McDonald's face off. I wanted to chisel through all the slap and I wanted to rip her face off.
Oh, Tracy.
Chit-chatting away on a mobile like that. Dial M for murderess.
That is one brass neck. Oh, love, the sooner you get this job at the factory, the better.
Oh, I can't wait.
No, it'll do you good, and not just the money thing either. You'll make friends. You'll have a bit of banter.
What you reckon?
Well, of course. You can't let Becky get under your skin like this. There's plenty of people who'd be really happy to see you fit and well. Plenty. Oh, lovely. Listen, if you don't mind slumming it with me, why don't we nip next door for a couple of drinks? Get your toe back in the water.
Oh, not you again.
Speak to all your customers like that, do you?
Paying ones, no.
What about spontaneous, thoughtful partners who do the food shop?
You've never.
Lamb shank, potatoes, broccoli. His favourite tea, you said.
Oh, love.
You said, and I listened. It's not all in one ear and out the other, you know.
I can see that. That mint sauce and all.
Oh, is this what it's like? Life in the good books.
Well, don't get used to it, don't worry. It won't last. Just leave it on the worktop. I'll be home in 5 minutes.
It was the day after that nativity play that I remember. I wish I didn't. I painted the back door green gloss. I said to Agatha, don't touch that, it'll never come off. Little beggar had it all over the shop. I had my face this close to his and I bellowed at him. I'll not forget that look of terror in his eyes, then those great big Bambi tears. He went to bed that night. Poor little beggar. I'll do better with Faye.
Hey, we both will.
Oh, he was properly fuming. His top lip went all thin and mean.
Small man syndrome. I bet his neck went bright purple and all.
Yeah, he was quite laid back to begin with. Cocky, even. Until Eileen produced the dossier.
Will you stop calling it that? It was an envelope.
When is an envelope not an envelope?
When it contains incriminating documents, miss.
Bona fide dossier.
Cagney and Lacey, is that a living breed?
I would love to be Christine Cagney. Minus the drink problem.
She had some lovely chunky nails.
Oh, did she though? Oh, with lovely blonde tresses tumbling over her cream mohair and angora.
Well, it looked very chilly down that 14th precinct.
I must have missed the episode where they went breaking and entering.
I think we should refer to it as Owen Gate, as a shorthand between the three of us.
Owen Gate. Oh, we like it.
Anyway, this is Eileen's moment.
Eileen would like to put all this behind her, thank you.
Oh, but first we must go out and celebrate.
Celebrate what? Losing my job? Mine's a large tap water.
You've just stood up to a bully.
Do you seriously think he's going to take this line down?
Do you want Afghanistan, mate? Is it like round with Afghan hounds?
You are?
Well, maybe not round, but quite a few though, yeah? Is everything all right?
Everything's the polar opposite of all right.
Oh, mate.
Don't suppose you fancy taking another bullet from me, do you?
If I can, yeah.
Nah, it's too late now. I'm a goner.
How do you mean?
Do not resuscitate.
Aye, aye. What, a Windass banging on about?
Dunno. Says he's a gunner.
Yeah?
Something's defo gone off. I've got a good radar for that kind of stuff.
I can do chit-chat, you know. Betty said it's in a job description.
Can you do keeping the pints coming and minding your own?
Yep, yeah, I can, yeah.
Let's go on then. What did you get? 500 press-ups? What? It's not my fault you went nuts on the coppers.
Suspended sentence.
Oh, happy days.
You're my CO once smiling. I've been given my marching orders. Literally.
No way.
Now get out my face, Platt. Because I've got nothing to lose.
His face is tripping in.
Maybe we should try the Weather Arms instead.
It's your local as much as it is his.
Sure.
3 large rum and blacks, please, Tina, and your own.
Oh, lovely too.
We're celebrating the triumph of good over evil.
Oh, yeah? That sounds juicy.
Oh, biblical even.
He looks angrier than Rumpelstiltskin. swear any minute now he's going to stamp his feet through the floorboards.
Just stop gulping at it.
Oh, and if you stopped looking so miserable, you won.
Did I?
You stopped him going to the police. He can't hold you to ransom and he can't make your life a misery.
No, that's something I seem to be able to manage all by myself.
Right, sis. Now we're going to have a brainstorm and find you the perfect job.
With no access to the company checkbook.
There you go, 10 more minutes should do it.
I'll test a bit for you now if you want.
Roast lamb, yeah?
All your favourites, all the trimmings.
Yeah. You can't fight the Taliban on tofu, surprise. Hey, and that is an actual dish, by the way, as seen on Ready, Steady, Let's Get to the Chipper.
How was your CO? It's nice they're keeping an eye on you, isn't it?
Fit for purpose, aren't you, son? We'll have to get you some of that NASA chewing gum. Oh, like that Willy Wonka stuff. The 3-course meal all in one bit of chuddy.
That can't be right, can it?
Perfect for him when he's in the desert.
They've kicked me out.
Eh?
I've been convicted of assaulting a police officer.
You are?
I got arrested the other night. And with my criminal record, there's no second chances. I'm out on my ear.
She's breathing. That's the main thing, isn't it?
1 minute at a time. Sometimes life is best taken 1 minute at a time.
I know it's a bitter blow to see Hope back on the ventilator, but it's not uncommon.
But she was doing so well.
She was having to do all the work. It was too tiring for her.
Poor little darling.
Technology can take the strain while Hope has a well-earned rest. Exactly.
Hey, gorgeous. It's just a tiny setback, that's all. You're doing brilliantly.
She's a little trooper. We've done some tests to see if there are any underlying problems.
What sort of problems, Doctor?
She was struggling trying to go it alone, so we just need to make sure we're not missing anything.
Right.
I'll leave you to it.
At least they're thorough.
Oh, she couldn't be in better hands. It's not fair, though, is it? John in hospital, Hope back on the ventilator.
I'm okay. I'm okay. I can't not be okay. I just thought she was out of the woods, that's all. Assaulting a copper!
Threw me in a van, Mum. Confined spaces, I can't do it, you know that. I kicked off.
It might be a blessing in disguise, love.
His life's off the rails. Who's going to give him a job now?
Oh, there's more to life than work.
Oh, great. So he turns into you.
Cheers.
Structure, discipline, self-belief.
Getting shot at by strangers.
I don't understand you, woman. You worry yourself sick every second he's gone.
So how does he cope on Civvy Street? Attacks Owen, attacks you, and gets the sack!
All right, Mum, I don't need this.
Well, I think that you do! You skip physio, lash out left, right and centre, and now you've assaulted a copper! You can't keep out of trouble! One trip into town, and you're in court for assault!
I thought I'd get a rap on the knuckles, all right? They've spent money on training me. I thought they'd be desperate to get me back out there.
Yeah, well, they're not that desperate.
I wanted to get drunk, all right? I needed a release.
Oh, well, you've got your release now. Dishonourable discharge, isn't it?
Oh, Anna, I don't want a saint for a son. A medal is a memento.
Yeah, well, she does. She wants to feel proud. What? You want me to come home in a box like Quinny?
Whoa!
You've not been to see the police yet, have you?
On my way there now. Me and my paranoia.
Please don't.
Don't you worry about Chris. He's as innocent as the day is long.
I am not worried about Chris. It's Russ.
Cheryl.
Look, before you go off on one, I swear I'm only asking for Russ's sake.
So you do think this is Chris's handiwork?
Not necessarily, no. And him and Russ can do without you throwing accusations around.
Wouldn't the lad be better off learning that crime doesn't pay?
And see his dad go down. He'd be heartbroken.
Mr. Mulaney.
Milani.
Thought you'd appreciate an update.
Go on.
We've arrested a Billy Matheson.
Matheson? Is he part of the sausage dynasty?
He's being questioned. do suspect he had an accomplice. Look, any information we can get in as associates would be great.
Pass. You'll have to put an APB out for a scumbag, won't you? I wish I could be more help.
Thanks very much.
Why are you protecting him? And why are you playing Russ like his garage jail free card?
Oh, there's not much luck in our house. I'll tell you one and all, that if it wasn't for bad luck, we'd have no luck at all. Come on, Hope. Do it for me. Do it for Daddy.
I thought the builders were a good little earner for you. No one cracking the whip.
She just fancied a change, didn't you, Isles?
Yeah. The change? You what? With jobs 10 a penny? He's sacked Yandy.
They've parted company, yes.
He sacked her.
Anyway, I thought you'd boycotted this place, Angela.
Yeah, well, the coppers have arrested some bloke.
Was it you have to give the boys a grovelling apology?
No, they're big enough and ugly enough.
She grovelled for England, Becky told me.
Yeah, but it's not a very good time to be job hunting, is it? And you're at that funny age.
Well, I think you can use that to your advantage. Yes, because you ladies, you might be in the foothills of the menopause, but that feeling that time is running out is exactly what you need to keep you focused on the prize.
Excuse me, how is 33 in the foothills? I am not even in base camp, thank you very much.
He's gone now.
See? Water under the bridge.
Hey! What? You know your way around a sewing machine, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Mrs. Cropper said you were in here.
Is it John?
Yeah, I just wanted to give you an update in person.
Right.
Uncle Chesney certainly stepped up to the plate. He was chatting away to Hope when I put my head round.
He's been a little star. No replacement for John, though.
I wish I had better news on John. But he's extremely troubled, severely depressed.
Well, wouldn't he be better off at home?
No, not yet. He needs as much input as possible, and there's a much better chance of success if he's treated as an inpatient.
Okay. Don't tell him Hope's back on the ventilator.
Okay. I'm with you. I'd only add to his distress.
He will get better eventually, won't he? He's not like... I don't know. I will get my John back.
Yeah, medication, cognitive therapy, and as much professional support as possible. And best of all, a loving family. Desperate to have him home. I'm sure he'll win through.
Thank God for that. Because I really need him.
Hi, ladies.
Do you mind if we join you?
These are taken.
Well, it looks empty to me.
Julie, Eileen, Sean.
Oh, charming. I'm recovering very nicely from my near-death experience, thank you very much.
Why don't we get a couple of stools and just perch on the end?
Yeah, good idea, ma'am.
She has just come out of hospital, you know.
Do we look like a welcoming committee?
It's nothing personal.
Oh, come on. I'm trying to make an effort. I'll get the round in.
No, not for me, thank you.
Me neither.
Oh, well, up the sisterhood.
Come on, love, rise above it.
I bet you two were on the Claire Peacock Escape Committee. They'll find her, you know. Interpol, Scotland Yard, whatever.
You slander me again, and I'll have you in court so fast.
Oh, I'm not a charity case, you know. She's gonna have to work.
Oh, my sister is a born grafter.
A whirling dervish. Whatever one of them is.
Are you sure you don't mind slumming it and packing?
Listen, you stick me where you want as long as you pay me.
Hello, packing. Eileen speaking.
Should have known it was too good to be true. You acting all civilised. Like you're all right with me seeing Lloyd.
Oh, he's like that with my son.
Yeah. Russ worships him. Lloyd's earned it. He's put in the spade work.
You know, it's hard to play super dad with limited access.
Oh, and whose fault's that? I left you for a very good reason, remember?
You know, I bet he loved telling the police it was me.
Well, he decided not to. For Russ's sake. Lloyd knew it'd break his heart to see you get sent down. Mind you, it probably would have been a lot easier for my solicitor to get hold of you if you were banged up.
How do you mean?
I'm filing for divorce. Unreasonable behaviour, that covers a multitude. If you put one foot wrong, I will personally call the station and give them chapter and verse. And any more funny business with Lloyd, and I will see to it that you get zero access to Russ.
No, you really want a divorce?
Well, I am hard a bit. Went all rose-tinted about that time you give me a split lip.
No, don't, Cheryl.
Oh, and that shiny you give me on one of your paranoid, jealous kick-offs. So yeah, Chris, I really, really want it.
All right, boss. What time do you want me on Monday?
She's raring to go.
Right. My memory's better than yours, and I've had a brain hemorrhage. You promised me a job, remember? Look, I'm not looking for a glossy induction pack. Just turn up and get stuck in.
I should have rang you. For that, I apologise.
I'll let you off.
You see, I am glad that you're better. I mean, that's great, but the job's gone.
You what? How the hell?
Yeah, well, you see, I had to fill it, and I wasn't sure if or when you'd be back, really. So.
But you promised her the job, and a promise is a promise in my book.
They're all in it together, ma'am. No seats, no job. Claire Peacock fan club.
Well, emotions really don't come into it. I've got a business to run.
Oh, well, lucky you. Because I've got post-traumatic stress and a daughter to feed.
You're trouble, you can't help yourself.
Oh, and to think, I've been lying in that hospital bed dreaming about sewing shabby knickers for the minimal wage. I'm beyond devastated.
That went well?
Oh, I fell asleep. Must have needed it. No nightmares?
No. For once.
That's something.
I'm sorry, Dad.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry you got kicked out. Of course I am. But I'm glad you're not going back. Thank God for that criminal record.
I need to go back out there. I feel like I'm letting the lads down. I'm sorry, Mum.
I know you are. I want you safe, of course I do. But I want you fulfilled and proud. Something to get up for in the mornings.
But if I don't go back, then Quinny died for nothing. It's my life, Mum. Being in that unit, it's my life.
I've got a prezi for you. Artery clogging trans fats, loads of stroke-inducing salt and lashing vinegar, just the way you like them.
So?
I'm sorry, Lloyd.
Yeah?
I am, for all of it. I can't believe I doubted you. It was for less than a split second, but I'm so sorry.
Well, I've got to admit it hurt.
I know if you'd ever doubted me like that, then it'd be...
And what happens when Chris pulls his next stunt, eh? I mean, because I'll tell you one thing, I'm not going to cover for him again.
I'd never ask you to, it was a one-off.
He's going to keep chipping away at me and you, you know.
He isn't. He's finally got the message.
Cheryl.
I've told him I'm filing for divorce. I've told him just now. He looked genuinely devastated.
Well, I'm not feeling the sympathy.
Nor was I. Not one tiny jot. I hate that he comes between us. That I've let him. Now, Russ needs contact with him, and I totally respect that, and I know you do too. But other than that, I just want it clean cut. I want us to work.
So do I, babe. More than anything.
I can't believe I was actually willing to slum it in that sad little sweatshop. Get static off some manky nylon tabard.
Hayley wouldn't have behaved like that rabble.
Oh, she would. She'd be the worst of the lot. Half the street helped Peacock escape. That's what Skanky MacDonald said. Well, now I know which half. I could have him done for aiding and abetting.
Isn't it time to forget about Claire Peacock and concentrate on moving forward?
Dad, they won't even sit with me. Janice Battersby wouldn't take a free drink off me. I repeat, free drink.
Politicians call it the court of public opinion. Claire and Ashley were well loved, so bite your tongue and bide your time.
No. Did you get that off your granny's sampler?
To be frank, Tracy, it's not how much they think of Claire, it's how little they think of you. Who's going to tell her if we don't? If you want to be accepted around here, how about showing a little humility? It's an extremely long game, and you hold none of the cards.
You should have got a lift with Roy and Hayley. You must be tired out.
I'm exactly where I want to be. Now shut it, and I'll give you a Chinese burn.
Hey, Missy. Your Uncle Ches is here. He's standing in for Daddy.
Daddy?
He's not a well man, Ches.
You don't look too hot yourself.
Do you think we've done this to her? Me and John?
What?
Well, I was that stressed out when I was carrying her, and then she was born in a disaster zone. Maybe she's picked up on all the stress.
You're a brilliant mum. The best. Don't even go there.
Doctor, her grip's getting stronger. That's a good sign, isn't it? What is it?
We've had Hope's test results back.
Oh, no. What's wrong with her now?
One of her heart ducts has opened.
Is that as bad as it sounds?
It's treatable. Drugs will close it up again. It's sometimes known as a hole in the heart.
The poor little heart's not big enough to have a hole in it.
I'll be back shortly. We'll begin her medication immediately. Keep the faith.
You heard her. It's treatable.
She's had no peace from the minute she was born.
She'll get through it. She's come this far.
Hello, I'm Jason Manford, and joining me this week on Comedy Rocks, the king of one-liners, Tim Vine, the well-good Lee Nelson, and music from Enrique Iglesias and James Blunt. Don't miss it.
It's coming right up. Comedy Rocks with Jason Manford is next. And the search for an American Idol continues with the auditions on ITV2.